You're not lazy. You're just running your body like an afterthought while your business gets the best of you. I lost over 15 kilograms while working a sedentary job, working 10 hours a day in back-to-back meetings. So I know exactly what it's like when your calendar kills your consistency. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple steps on how to burn more calories, move more throughout the day, and feel better without adding a single extra hour to your day. Because high performers don't fail from lack of motivation. They fail from lack of structure. So why is getting your daily steps in so important for your health and your weight loss goals? There is a reason your weight loss has stalled or isn't happening if you're sitting 8 to 10 hours a day in meetings, because movement is important. When we are sat still for so long, we actually aren't burning very much energy throughout the day. And when it comes to weight loss and our health, our bodies are designed to move, and it comes down to calories in versus calories out when we look at weight loss particularly. So the more that you move, the more energy you burn. And if weight loss is your goal, moving more equates to more burnt calories, therefore weight loss will happen. But if you are in a sedentary job and you're sat all day, you're not moving as much, you're not burning as many calories, and your weight loss will definitely plateau or not happen at all. So you can train hard, but if you are sat still all day, it cancels each other out because you need to move more and burn more calories than you do consume each day. So getting 10,000 steps per day adds up to between 300 to 500 calories, extra calories burnt per day. So your daily movement is one of the highest leverages for fat loss that you have. And most people completely ignore it. So how do we change our mindset towards movement and with meetings? Because I know when you look at your diary in the very first moment of the day, you literally just want to go, am I right? Before we go into the steps to increase your movement during your meetings, we need to visit your mindset towards your calendar and towards movement daily. When we look at our stacked diary each morning, we often think, great, I'm going to be glued here all day. The first step to getting our steps in is to look at our diaries in a different angle. Instead of focusing on where we will be stuck, we need to change our mindset and look for opportunities to move. And I know this sounds a bit weird because you're in meetings, you're stuck, sat, but there's opportunity, and we will go into that. So we need to shift ourselves from a fixed mindset that we are going to be here and we can't move all day to a growth mindset where we actually look for opportunities to move. Because hidden in our diary are many opportunities for us to move our bodies, but most of the time we don't actually see them. So step 1 is walk and talk meetings. Most meetings don't require you to be glued to your chair. They require you to think and communicate. And who said that you have to do that sitting down? Just because you're stuck in an office doesn't mean you can't move. When you look at your diary each day, look at which meetings you could take on your feet and use a phone call, pace in the office while talking, turn your camera off if necessary, even go for a lap around the building or outside if you're having a more casual one-on-one, or if you're on a call. There is no rules to say that you need to stay sat in your office at your desk. There's also a good tip of encouraging other people to move with less formal meetings, even standing meetings. Even implement a rule to have standing meetings. This is good for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it will encourage you to move more. Secondly, people don't want to be on their feet for too long. So your meetings will generally finish up quicker, which we all know we would love extra time back in our diary. So this is a bit of a win-win. And if you want some extra value, there is also some neuroscience research that supports walking during meetings actually promotes more creative thinking and can help problem solve those big business things that we are focused on all day. Personally, I know some of my best ideas and decisions have come from when I'm walking and moving around, not when I'm sitting. So walk and talk meetings allow you to double your step count without stealing extra time from your day. It can even help some meetings finish early because people are always keen to get off their feet. So remember, look for opportunities and meetings that are a bit more casual, a bit more free-flowing that you can actually just take on your feet, even if it's as much as just pacing around your room, whatever it may be. Step 2, implement buffer times into your meetings. This is a crucial thing that people overlook. And I don't know about you guys, but I hate meetings running over time. So implementing a buffer time can be a really good tool to, 1, prevent meetings from running over time, And 2, also allowing you to have a little bit of space to get some movement in between meetings. So let's do some quick maths. Say you have 10 hours of meetings, an hour meeting, you've got 10 of them. If you were to take 5 minutes at the end of each meeting and go for a quick walk, that's 50 minutes. Even if you didn't walk for the full 5 minutes and you only walked for 3, that's still an extra 30 minutes of movement into your day. That equates to a lot of energy expenditure when you add it up over time. So stop scheduling full hour meetings or half an hour meetings and start implementing a buffer time at the end, even a 10 or 5 minute gap. It's more powerful than you think. And quite often, we don't need the extra time in a meeting. A lot of the time we spend in meetings is fluff. So if we can work out how to get them done quicker and give you more time so you can get some more steps in, it's a win-win. Even using your buffer time just to stand and stretch and go for a little stroll, even if it's just to move your body and go for a hot lap around your office a couple of times. Anything to promote a little bit of movement between those sedentary times, because I understand sometimes you have to be sat still during meetings. So if you can shorten your meetings, you can allow for that small break that will help you get your movement in. And this is something that will take practice, but once you get it, it will be good. Cut the meetings off at the buffer time and be firm with that. Even if you need to set a timer, tell your EA to set a reminder, an alarm, because people won't be used to it at the start. But when they get used to it, then they will know that, okay, cool, we actually need to have this wrapped up because Angie's got a buffer time of 5 minutes between meetings, and that's really important to her. And it will also encourage the rest of your team to follow suit. And it's a bit of a win-win when your meetings are finishing earlier on time, you're all getting some movement in and you're thinking more clearly, you have more energy and more focus, because that's what you get when you actually move more throughout the day, right? So if you don't protect the time for your buffer meetings, your diary will consume it, and you know it. I don't need to tell you that. So every opportunity that you can get up away from your desk, even if it's for a minute or two, all adds up. And the use of buffer meetings allows for you to have those deliberate times scheduled into your diary. Not only do your steps add up, your energy and your focus is reset for your next call. Now, this one is the one that most people won't do, but this one is also where the biggest gains come from. Step 3, get your steps in during calls. Headphones aren't just for music. They're your secret walking tool. If you are on a call and you are not required to talk, present, and you're listening, put your headphones in and hike around the office. Take yourself wherever you need to go. Even just pacing during calls in the office and at home, when you're getting briefed on something, move. If you do not need to be sitting for the meeting, get up and get about. If you're not presenting, there's no reason why you can't stroll while you're listening to the call. You can even go a step further and invest in an under-the-desk treadmill or bike so you can walk or ride while you're taking meetings. Personally, I have both and they're a game changer. The bike is a lot more useful when you have stuff that you need to be typing or doing, but the treadmill is fine for meetings. Treadmill can get, if you've got to try and do like some typey stuff, it's a bit annoying, but each to their own. Play around with it. But simply walking for 10% of your meeting time can actually increase your step count massively by the end of the day. And that's our goal here. So even a few thousand steps per day can come from habits that feel effortless. And it is just simply getting up, putting your headphones in and walking during meetings. Step 4, build in movement. How do you build in movement to an already crammed diary? Well, there's a few hacks. So stop waiting for extra time to appear in your diary. Instead, find a way to make your steps count around your meetings. You can do this in many ways, but I encourage you to look for opportunities to take the stairs when you can, to park further away when you arrive to work or in any kind of car park, walk to your colleague's desk, take the long route back to your office, or even book the meeting rooms that are further from your office to encourage you to walk more. And when you've got that little bit of a buffer time, you can allow for those transit times. Find any opportunity that will force you from your seat and on your feet. And this, you can apply this any time of the day, not just during meetings. You know, if you go to the car park, to the shopping car park, you can apply this at any time. If you go to the shops, park your car far away. Even just taking the stairs, make it a rule that you always take the stairs. Look for opportunities. And our brains will naturally want us to go for the lazy option. But this is where we go, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. And then we pull ourselves into the more active one. When we change our mindset, we can learn to see these opportunities to find more movement. These micro habits compound into hundreds of extra steps each and every day. Step number 5, and I personally think you guys will enjoy this one, is implement a KPI mindset. If we track our business revenue, why can't we track our steps? As a busy professional, we know the value of a good KPI for helping us achieve our business targets. We could apply the same process to monitoring our steps. Set yourself daily targets for your step count. Put them on a wall, track them like you would track any other business metric. We know how important it is to track things in our business. So let's do the same for our steps. Track it, just like business. Remember, what gets measured gets improved. The same rules apply for our health and fitness that it does for our business revenue, our sales targets, our KPIs, our output. It all adds up. When your steps are measurable, hitting them becomes a non-negotiable part of your performance, and tie it back into your business performance. So there you have it. Even with 10 hours of meetings, there are plenty of opportunities for you to get your steps in. You can run a business. Now run your step count. Reframe your mindset. Your health is now a part of performance. Stop waiting for later and start implementing small changes to see big results for your step count. When you start moving now, your energy, focus, and productivity will thank you. If you struggle with your health, find the link below to book a free call with me to discuss strategies and ways to improve your health and make targets just like your business. Check out some of my other videos that will help you execute your health goals just like your business objectives. Comment your step goal below and subscribe and like this video for more high performance health strategies.